According to Federation of American Scientists, a few committees or organizations that study genetically modified crops are the Environmental Protection Agency, the Food and Drug Administration, and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The Environmental Protection Agency does work more focused on regulating biopesticides like Bt toxins under the Federal Insecticide Rodenticide Act and also fungicide. When a crop is made genetically to carry a Bt toxin gene, the Environmental Protection Agency requires that person who makes it verifies that the environment will be safe from the toxin. A food safety analysis is also necessary to make sure that there aren't any allergenic foreign proteins. The Food and Drug Administration makes sure that the genetically modified crops that are eaten by animals, including humans, are safe to do so. Most genetically modified crops are considered substantially equivalent to non-genetically modified food by the Food and Drug Administration. The U.S. Department of Agriculture helps promote agriculture production with genetically modified organisms that better nourishes Americans while helping others around the world as well. According to the National Conference of State Legislatures, since genetic modification of crops have become more widespread, state legislatures introduce legislation to tell consumers if food products have any genetically modified organisms. The states in the United States with legislation addressing genetically modified organisms are Alaska, Arizona, Connecticut, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Massachusetts, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, and Wyoming, according to the National Conference of State Legislatures in 2016. Vermont was actually the first state to regulate certain genetically modified crops to be labeled in 2014. Before then, there weren't really any legislation to regulate genetically modified crops. According to New York Times, the amount of acreage planted with biotech seeds in 2015 were 444 million acres. Many people may wonder if genetically modified crops have a negative effect on health. There has actually been a few cases where genetically modified crops have had a negative effect on human health, according to Green Facts article, Genetically Modified Crops. People argue that genetically modified crops could have allergy-producing genes. The Organic Consumers Association is a group example of people who see genetically modified crops as unsafe. Mostly people fear possible unforeseen risks of the future. With the risk factors in mind, there are many benefits of genetically modified crops. Genetic engineering is a way quicker process compared to non-genetically modified crops. By getting a product with the exact desired traits in one generation instead of 20. Genetically modified crops have also been known for their enhanced nutritional value, resistance to weather and insects, and a longer shelf life. Thank you for listening.